In this video, we're going to look at how to FTP our work from our local computer to our hosting site, and also how to set the folders up properly on our hosting site. I'm going to use my hosting at Silver Blue Sun as an example, so if you're using hosting for me, yours will look very similar. If you're using other hosting, it may look very different. So let's go ahead and log in using Cyberduck to FTP our work. So let me go find Cyberduck, my applications folder. I'm just going to search for it. There it is. It's the icon of the yellow duck. It's going to come up in a minute. So this is what it looks like when you start up Cyberduck. Now I want to show you a sample of the email I sent back to the folks I sent hosting up for to log into your FTP client, which gets you onto your hosting server. You're going to have several things. You're going to have the server. For mine, it's going to be silverbluesun.com. You're going to have a username, and my username is fteacher. My password's hidden, but you'll get a password from me. And later, when you want to view it in your web browser, this is your viewing address. Your viewing address and your FTP address are vastly different. The server FTP address is just to load your work onto the web server. It's not to look at your work. Once you've logged in and put it there, then you come over to Chrome and use your viewing URL, which is the domain name, and then any slashes with folder names after that, which I'll show you once I FTP some stuff. So let's get this set up. So the first thing we want to do is go to our server, silverbluesun.com. So I'm going to hit this little globe with the plus to start my connection. And right up here, server name, I'm going to put in silverbluesun.com for my server name. Port 21 is the default port. You can leave it as that. Then I can go back and check the email I sent you for my username. It's going to be fteacher, so I'm just going to copy that. Put the username in. It remembers a password from the last time I was in, but I'm going to type the password. To see your password once again, go back here. You won't have X's. You'll have a real password, but I'm just not going to show you my password. So I'm going to type my password. Once that's there, I'm going to leave alone anonymous login and none. You can or can't use keychain if you're a Mac user. That means it'll just save your password somewhere. Then I'm going to hit connect. So when you get a successful connection, you're going to see 3 folders if you're using my hosting. The fallteacher.silverbluesun.com is where you will put your web pages. This is known as the root folder for your websites. The logs are for usage logs, and the mail directories for email. Don't mess with the logs or the mail directory folder if you have one. Just double click to get into your root folder, which on mine is my name at silverbluesun.com. You're going to see some things that are preloaded in here. Leave those alone. Those will exist just fine. But now we want to add your subfolders into here. Folders, directories, they're the same thing. But you're going to add these so you can put multiple things into this hosting area at the same time and not overwrite your work. So let's add our first folder. We're going to go to this little sprocket that says action. And we're going to say new folder. The first thing we're going to put in here in all lowercase with no spaces is a folder for our first project when we get to it. So just type in project 1 to the dialog box and create. You notice your folder shows up. Let's do another one. New folder from the actions. We're going to type in project 2. We're going to create that one. So these are set up for when we do our major projects, we have some place to put them. We're going to do actions, a new folder again. We're going to do one called sandbox. This is just a folder you can practice with. You can put strange new coding ideas so you don't blow up any of your important work in there. It's like a playground for you to try stuff out and look at. Last one, we're going to put a folder in for our exercises for all the book exercises. New folder. I'm going to call that exercises. Now we have the 4 main folders: exercises, sandbox, project 2, and project 1. Now we're going to go inside the exercises folder and create some more subfolders for each one of our exercises that we're going to turn in. You don't have to put everything you do on your hosting space. I only need you to upload the things I'm going to grade. So let's go inside exercises. I'm just going to double click to go in. You can see that we're in exercises because there's my name, fallteacher.silverbluesun.com. That's my URL. And this / exercises means I'm one folder into the root and then one folder down into the exercises folder. So I want to put some subfolders in for the first 2 things we're doing. So I'm going to once again go Action, New Folder. I'm just going to name this the numeral of the exercise. I like to keep it short. So the first thing I'm asking y'all to turn in is 1D. I'm going to do the D as a capital. It's usually best case to do lowercase, but since the book has it as a capital, we'll do that to keep it simple. Then I'm going to hit Create. And then I'm going to create another subfolder inside exercises for the other thing I'd like you to turn in. So I'm going to go New Folder. And that one's going to be 2B. Now notice that if we want to move up and down levels, if we want to go back up to the exercises folder, we have this back arrow right here. We're back at root level and we can see everything. If we want to go into the exercises again, just double click on that. Now I'm going to show you how to load your work into 1D. So let's go into this folder first. You can now see that we're at my URL, fallteacher.silverbluesun.com/exercises/1D. So we're in the 1D folder that's inside the exercises folder. Now we're going to want to transfer stuff from the local machine, the one I'm working on, to the web server. So you'll realize that exercises 1D and 2B both came from the news website folder that we were given by our publisher, and I just worked in there and saved my work into that folder. To keep it safe when you turn things in, go ahead and turn the contents of that whole folder into me, just not a couple of pages, because we may have dependent files. Definitely you want to turn the images folder into me with the pages you've completed, but give me the other pages that are in there as well, because that'll show me if your links are working, if there's links. So now that we're in the 1D, we're going to go to Action, and we're going to go to Upload. So we go to Action, go Upload. Now I'm going to browse. I'm going to go to my hard drive. And I have a folder I'm working on. I have another folder for online class. And there's my news website. So I'm just going to upload everything in it. You could do this by clicking on one and upload one at a time. And you'll see it appear in there, which is cool. But if you want to upload more than one at the same time, you can do that as well. You're still in the 1D folder. You can go back to Action, Upload, and I can pick all of these files. Notice we want to take all the dependent web pages and the images folder with us. I'm going to hit Upload. You're going to see the progress happening. Then when it's done, you'll see all your work appear. Now you see that you have all of your work that has appeared in the 1D folder. The important page is the index page. That's the one we've been working on in our exercises. So now let's look at something before you move along, because in Cyberduck, it gives you a clue to where you're going to look at this in your web browser. Remember, we're using the FTP program right now. To look at this, we have to go to our web browser, which is a different program, and put in our web address to see it. So what I'm going to do is notate that it says, this is where I'm at on my site. My whole URL is, don't use the /. When you're looking at that, you don't want to take the / with you, but you're going to write down fallteacher.silverbluesun.com /exercises /1D. If we do this, if we put this into a web browser, it's going to automatically show us the index.html page. So let's go over to Chrome and see what we've uploaded. So in Chrome, I'm going to put in the URL, which is fallteacher.silverbluesun.com/exercises. It's already here, but I want to show you how I put it in. And go 1D. I typed that wrong. Let's fix that to make sure it resolves. Now I'm going to hit enter, and there's my work. After you've uploaded, always check it in your browser. Now you can see what your work is. You can see if your links work. Yep, the links work just fine. See if there's anything else we need to check on the page. Nope, that looks solid. So what you would do to turn this into me, now that you've seen it on your hosting space live from your browser, you'll just come up here and you will copy that. Then you'll go to your Canvas class and go to where that assignment is and go to where it says submit and hit a yellow icon. Let's go see if we can find one. It'll take a second, but we'll go find it. We'll go to Canvas. We can go through current student. Go to Canvas. I'm going to log in. I'm going to go to our course. Lots of courses, online web design. And I'm going to go in and look at the student view. It's going to look a little bit different than yours. It shows me this ugly pink to let me know I'm in student view. Then I can go into my week 4 module where it says to turn in lesson 1D from textbook. I can click there. I can hit the gold submitted assignment button. And I'm going to don't file upload. You want to website URL, so click on that tab. And then I'm going to edit paste the URL I copied from my address bar. You can see that's my full URL with the whole HTTP, the fall teacher and everything. It has the exact address because it has to go inside the exercises folder, and then it has to go inside the 1D folder. That's the proper URL, and to turn it in, you just hit submit assignment. And then if I wanted to do the next exercise, I would just go back to Cyberduck. I'm in the 1D folder, so I want to get out of that one. I'm going to go back a level. I'll go into 2B. I could then go action, upload. And then if it's the same file that you've done more work in, you could re-upload from here, but you know where your completed work is. So if I wanted to upload this because it was done more completely later in the book, I could do that. And then I could hit upload. And you can see the progress of the loading bar. So that's how you set up your folders and use Cyberduck.